8 more words that you don't want to mispronounce, but you probably are. Winner. Just like with so many other words, most languages don't have this I as in sit vowel. So when students replace it with the E as in she vowel, it sounds like you're saying wiener, which could be a hot dog or a cute way to say penis.
Ew.
Assess. So a lot of times I hear students mixing up the rhythm pattern with this word. And instead of putting the stress on the second syllable, they put the stress on the first syllable. So instead of assess, I hear asses, which could be multiple donkeys or multiple butts. Salary. So for this word, you need to use the as and bat vowel. But a lot of times students don't get enough openness, so what I hear instead is something more like an as in bed. So instead of salary, I hear celery, which is a vegetable. Train. So a lot of students don't use the correct placement to properly produce the R consonant sound for a native speaker's ear. So without using the placement of American English, instead of train, I often hear chain. Election. So I hear this one a lot from my Asian students who often have a hard time separating the L and R consonants. So instead of election, what I hear is erection, which is what happens before sex. Insider. So what students don't realize is that this word actually has a primary and a secondary stress. But when students don't include that secondary stress in the first syllable and they say insider, it sounds like something is inside of her. Math. Again, this one happens when students don't create enough space for the a as in bat vowel, so it sounds like they're using the e as in bed vowel. So instead of hearing math, I hear meth. So if you ask somebody, are you good at meth? They might think you're inviting them to do drugs. Peace. So the mistake I hear with this word is that students often don't use the correct placement for American English, which makes it really hard to produce this E as in she vowel. So without the right placement, this E as in she vowel often sounds like an I as in sit vowel. So instead of peace, I hear piss, which is a rude way to say urinate.